Well, I want to relay something. Actually, this is from probably 3, 4 weeks ago, and I know I said I had dreams about Gold Ear the cat, the one I was desperately trying to save her from cancer for about almost a month straight, or more than a month and a half. She got diagnosed with cancer in about a month, and she might have been precancerous probably the whole time I had her. I didn't realize it, and what was keeping her alive, I think, was carbon C60 and a lot of things I was doing for her. So I probably did greatly extend her life. Well, it's one good thing, but um, I had this dream, and I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. Very, very realistic, very, very vivid. Um, I could not, I just didn't think it was a dream. And in a dream, she was getting better. The cancer treatments I was doing, she was getting better. And I was thinking to myself, I don't even want to take her back to this stupid vet and all this kind of crap like that. She's getting better, and she's running around real fast, and all the fur was coming in nice and white and everything, and she was just doing great. And it was at the time when I guess you're asleep, but it's before you wake up. And I think the only dreams you really remember are the ones at that time, like right about the time you wake up, or if it's during the middle of the night, you might be waking up a little bit and then you remember. Because I don't remember dreams. I don't, it's something I commonly don't remember. Um, but this was very, very real, and to me, it's another sign from her. I just, it's somebody could say it's a superstition or whatever. And I know there's people that want to believe in this stuff, that believe in it, but I think there's something going on here. Now, she was not the only one I had a dream about. Boots, I had a dream about him just a few days ago. And the dream was a little bit different. It was like I was outside, it was at night, and all of a sudden I hear this noise and the cat, and I put the shine the light on the side of the house, and he's running up the side steps and going onto the workbench, and I could see clear as a bell it's him, with his particular marble coat pattern, with his four white paws, and he's like, wow, and it was definitely him. It was definitely him. And I was like, whoa, he's back after 3 weeks or whatever. And I was like, it was a very, very realistic dream. It's like, and that dream was beyond realistic because when I was waking up, I was thinking, wait a minute. It was harder for me to snap out of it because, I really don't know for an absolute fact that he's no longer with us. I mean, I don't know where he is. I know he didn't come back. I had him on a security camera a few times I think it was March 8th, 9th, and 10th, and he was he was he was eating, but not as much as he was before. So this was back in November 2019. So he was doing okay here too. So I just the thing is the dream was so freaking realistic that I thought he came back. It was like freaking weird. This is just a few days ago. So I think that these are communications. These are communications going on between me and them. Now, the one thing I had to dream about, well, not a dream. I was outside. Remember, I said I was working on something, and I felt like this cat rubbed along my leg, and I says, "Wait a minute! Both Onyx and Feather are inside." And so I said, "Whoa! What the hell? There's a cat down there?" And it was this thing here too. So what I did was, I shined the light down there, and I was looking under the car, and I said, "Whoa! There's no cat." It really felt like a cat rubbed against my leg. So then I said, "Wow, that's weird." But then an hour later, I started thinking, "Holy smokes! The one who used to do that was Dixie. That's the other one that is in the other world." So right now, and actually, Dixie's mom, Feather, I never realized she's got the same kind of like quiet meow, just like it's like a little like I can't say it exactly right, but it sounds exactly like Dixie. Every one of these cats got a little different way of saying things. She was like Gold Digger was the one that really had most unique meow trill there is. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, I couldn't believe it the way it is. If you look up, I think a gold digger trill, and you got to spell gold digger with all one word, you'll find it. As a matter of fact, if you look up on images on Bing.com, not so much Google.com, but Bing.com, if you look up gold digger the cat, don't spell gold digger two words, because gold digger the cat, gold digger put one word like gold digger all running together. The cat under Bing images, Bing from Microsoft, and you'll come up with probably about 5 or 6 of her images. And with Boots, you're going to come up with about 6 or 7 images if you put Boots the Rebel Cat. So I kind of made him famous. Now Dixie, there's a lot of people that name their cats Dixie and Rebel, so I didn't get to do that. You know, it didn't happen that way with him. But I think I'm going to put some more videos up with him and also Boots from the other videos. Piece them together and stuff. She's got a whole playlist up there, and as a matter of fact, when I'm working out on the elliptical machine, I'm watching her cat playlist. That's Putin the cat right here. He's been my number one freaking go steady freaking cat. He's been around here the longest, so he doesn't go outside. But right now he's having a good time with Onyx. Onyx and Putin are playing the most. They freaking run around like nuts sometimes, and I got all 5 of them inside. I haven't put any of them outside recently, the last few days. But yeah, she's coming back to me. She has come back to me in the dreams many times. Sometimes the dreams are freaking, they're like not a dream. That's rare. That's rare. The last time she came back, it was like she was getting better. And, she was almost 100%, and she was like not quite 100% yet, but she was getting better from the stuff I was giving her, and she was running around real quick, and she had great energy. And then also, Boots, I saw him running back. I saw him running on the, like I said, it was like I was outside, like I usually am, and he was just running up the side of the steps, and then he ran onto the workbench, and it was like he was right there. I mean, it was like it was him. You could tell it was him. You could tell it was him. It was like it wasn't unmistakable. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. To me, when a dream is that freaking real, it's a sign. It's something, a sign from something. You know, it's like they're communicating to you. That's what I think is going on. So, this is also a message to some of the evildoers out there in the world. Now, I can tell you, I'm not Mr. Nice Guy when it comes to freaking evil-doing people. Not at all. But, yeah, I got my own little quirks. But I can tell you that these cats, I think sometimes, a lot of times, they're a lot better than people in a lot of ways. They are. They are. You know, you don't see a cat trying to take over the world and control all the other cats like they freaking do in the human race. Or some people in the human race do. And, they got their own, they want their food, they want their whatever, they got certain things they want. And then that's it. You know, they don't give a crap beyond that. To tell you the truth, that's how most people are too. There's some people out there, they got to control everything. And I say, I'm pretty much anti-authoritarian, I can tell you that right now, man. So I can give a crap about those kind of people. I don't want to say much more than that, But they are coming back to me in dreams, man. It's weird. It's like a lot of times I could feel something, but sometimes like I said, it was just a few days ago with Boots. That was the first time I had a real dream with him. Man, it was real. It was like, and it's so freaking real that because, I don't know for a fact that he's gone, because I know he is, but I mean, I have not physically found his body. So I don't know where he is laid to rest or what happened to him exactly. I have no idea. So, I don't expect him to come back because he's been gone now for quite a while. He's never been gone like that long. No way in hell. And he was having he seemed like he was slowing down. There was something going on with him, and I think he got poisoned just like Dixie. But it probably took a lot longer to for him to succumb from it. Maybe that was it. I don't know. It didn't seem like he was that bad off. But the last few times I saw him in a security camera, I didn't see him in the daytime. So, I mean, that was another problem. If I could have seen him in the daytime, we went through the security camera footage and I saw him at night. So, you know, there was only so much I could freaking do because I wasn't physically there. I knew he was coming by because I saw him eat some of the food. But normally he'd come by at night, he would eat the food 3 or 4 times. And I saw him only come by once. And if he does that, usually he comes back in the daytime, and he didn't come back in the daytime. So he was eating less that last few days I saw him. Now this was back in 2019, so he was okay over here. So, I mean, the last time I saw him on security camera, I think was March 10th, 2020. This was something else. This is from there's other cats that came through here. I can tell you, this cat here, it looked a little like Feather, but it's not. It's got white paws and white on the bottom, and it's not Panda Cat because it's before Panda Cat was born. This is probably a cat that's about 6 months old. I don't know where this cat came from, but I can tell you one thing. Him and Panda Cat, they were getting along fine. I think it's over here. See? They're right next to each other and shit, someplace along here. I don't know where the hell that one was. I mean, there was other ones, but I could tell you one thing: there's not many cats coming around here anymore, and I suspect that you know, somebody was putting poison out on them. So here, you can see here's that cat again. See? Right there. It looks like an all black cat, but it's got white on the bottom. For a second I thought it was that Feather or something. Doesn't quite look like her, but it's a younger cat. It's not that old. So, Panda Cat. He finally came back after many, many weeks, so I don't know what the hell happened there. It was weird. Yeah, somebody might have this cat someplace. I don't even know. He might be okay. That Panda Cat guy, I don't know. This one is not even a full adult. Wherever this cat came from, I have no idea. Came by a few times and that was it. Gold Digger decided to stay forever. Boots was here. I found a video with Boots. Well, I think in January 2016, I was still thinking it was a female, Mr. Boots. And he came by, he was coming by since late 2015. First time he came by, he had his paws right on the side of my door, and he was going, "Meow, meow." I was like, "Dad," I was like, "Oh." And I was like, "Oh," I went out there and I gave him some food. And then he, you know, he wasn't coming by every day in the beginning. Then after a while, yeah, he was coming by every day. So I did take care of this guy for about 4.5 years, so that's a pretty good stretch. And he already was an adult when he came over. I don't know how old he was. No idea. No idea. Little Dixie, but, you know, if I got him fixed, I could tell you Dixie would have never been here. Paws would have never been here. Onyx would have never been here. And that other cat that looks like Dixie, but except he's got 4 white paws, those other people have down the street, they call it Twinkie. He would have never been here. So, whatever. You know? I mean, I think some cats shouldn't get fixed. I mean, Boots was one of those cats. You know, and I was going to get Dixie fixed, and I'm right now, I look in 2020, I think of myself, I should have, but I can tell you that when I had Onyx the cat fixed, he ran outside the door when I came back from the gym at 1 o'clock in the morning. I didn't expect him to be right by the door. He runs outside, and then he's gone. And I'm like looking all over for him. He's gone 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. The 4th day, he comes back. He's hungry as shit. It was weird. He came back. I put Feather the cat out. His mom, Feather, looks just like Onyx. And I put her out. And 30 minutes later, I'm opening the door, and I'm thinking it's her. It was him. He pops in. After 4 days. I thought he was dead. I was looking all over for him, man. That's why, that was another reason I was scared to have Dixie fixed, because he hated being inside. And then the other thing was, I was hoping he was going to get a little bit bigger because he's such a little guy. He's small like his mom. And, with the testosterone. But he just didn't like being inside, fixed or not. So, I don't know. He just hates, she's scared to be inside. This one, she loved being inside most of the time. She was like, this cat right here, Miss Gold Digger, she was on me on like glue more than anybody. God, she is definitely like, she was a human. This girl was a human. This was not a cat. I swear to God, this was a human cat body. This one was in another league by herself. And she talked different from all the other cats, too. She had a more wide, and I can't say my cats are like different, I don't know. They all kind of know me really good, but this one, she's communicated me with a lot, and, um, just that was the first time I got a real good I couldn't believe it. That dream, when you get a dream that's that realistic, I don't remember too many dreams like that are that realistic. And sometimes might have a dream that's realistic, but it's impossible. Like maybe you think you went from one place to another, or did something that was like almost superhuman, or something that can't really be, or whatever, and it might seem real, but it's just a stupid dream. But in this case, these were like dreams that were down to earth. Boots comes back and he runs up the side of the side stairs. He works. He go on the workbench. I could see. I thought I heard a noise. And point the flashlight. And I could see the whole side of him. It's definitely him. That's his fur pattern, 4 white paws. He's like there, and he's like, meow. I was like, holy shit, he's okay. And I'm like ready to give him food. I'm getting all the stuff out there, and then I'm waking up. In the case of Gold Digger the cat, the last dream I had was that she was getting better. The stuff I was doing for her was actually, when I was doing that stuff, in retrospect, now that I think of it, there was one more thing I could have done, but I didn't have the equipment to do it, was give her subcutaneous IV for fluids, because I think that was her main problem right there. She was drinking a lot of water, but somehow it wasn't getting into her, but I'm still not 100% sure if I could have saved her, even with HHO and subcutaneous IV and spooky scalar, but that's what I would have done if I could have done it better. But man, I pulled out all the stops I could, man. I knew it wasn't like I didn't want to leave one thing out, but this guy, man, Boots, man, he's the one that he was the first one that proved to me that carbon C60 can really help when you want to restore an injury on a body. If he didn't get that carbon C60 all those times, he probably would have been a goner some years ago. Man, this guy got brought back with the carbon C60 and the cat vitamins and some of the other things I was giving him. It's like a special French pine bark extract, and Doc Willard water, things, and colloidal silver and things like that. He was getting a lot of different things all along, and even recently, when I was putting the dry food out, he was getting the American Journey dry food, which is there's no cereal in it. It's all like pure beef protein and stuff. It's like a much higher quality dry food. Matter of fact, Onyx and Feather like that stuff a lot. They eat that a lot inside, but I don't know. Did all I could, man. Bugs the shit out of me, but what I can say. Yeah, this is showing the carbon C60 I was giving him there too. And even when he had the problem with the last problem with the leg, and probably some kind of poisoning, I was giving him the carbon C60, the special green herbs, the cat vitamins, a little bit of Doc Willard water, and the Whiskas Perfectly chicken food. So he likes this stuff, but I'm not quite sure what was going on. I'm not quite sure what was going on with him. I think all these cats have been around here I haven't seen too many of them. I've really basically not seen any of them anymore. I think I think the government's been doing this. I think they might have been doing it against the raccoons or something, and the cats are like collateral damage or something. So this was from February 2018. So this is when I started giving her the Carbon C60. Oh, she was doing so good with this shit. Actually, if I would have kept up the combination of Carbon C60, the colostrum, the cat vitamins, and a couple other things, I think she'd still be alive today. But I didn't realize that Carbon C60 was when I added the colostrum. She did really, really good, and she got perfect again. Right? That was back in June of 2019, and I stopped doing the freaking Carbon C60. Actually, I stopped doing it in May. I started when the colostrum had immediate freaking great results. But sometimes it's a combination of things. And that's something you want to keep in mind because I know there's a lot of things out there that this supplement does that, this vitamin does that. None of them work by themselves. One little thing. And beyond that, if you look at the atomic structure of a human being, there's really no, if you look at the atoms itself, right? The atoms, if you go right down to that kind of level, there's no difference between like carbon atoms of a human and carbon atoms in a pile of carbon. It's really the sophisticated structure and design, and then there's a life force that's all behind that that's coming from someplace else, another realm. You can't really change that. You can assist it, but you can't create life. You can only assist it. You can have you can mimic it. You can make something artificial that almost seems to be the same, maybe with computers, but you really can't create life. It comes from another realm. If you think you could do that, you shouldn't even be bothered to freaking do anything because if you're that freaking good at creating life, you won't need food, you won't need water, you won't need sleep. You'll just exist. If you're that freaking powerful, I don't think anybody is. I know the elite think they're that powerful, but they're not. Just like us. They eat and shit and sleep the same way, right? Anyway, over and out. Have a nice day. And, yeah, think they, Jesus Christ. This freaking YouTube. What are they going to tell me here? The truth about mobile, what is this shit? They give me these dumb videos, man. I can't stand any of this shit they give me. To recommend it. Crap they give me. What the hell is this shit? I can't stand none of it, man. It's like they give me dumb stuff to freaking watch. I'm like, God, it's stupid. Their computers don't know what the hell's going on. It reminds me of the freaking damn, what do you call it, the Google Maps or whatever you call that damn thing there. Here's the guy, right? I don't know who this cat was. I don't know who that one was. That's not even a full-grown cat. That one was around for a while too, way back when. But oh, you know what? That's another one. You know what? This might be this one right here. I was getting confused for a second. That was just two different black cats. I was thinking this might be Feather, right here. This one right here. I just thought of that. See the tail? For a second, I thought that was the same cat because I want to look. I forgot about this video. This was back May 22nd, 2018. Panda Cat finally returns after many weeks. And it looks like Feather and Panda Cat were doing fine together. Now, this was before. This might be her. I'm not sure. This is a 100% black cat. It's kind of fluffy. She would have had her kittens around May 5th, May 22nd. So then she comes by in June. Huh. There's Panda Cat out there again. That might have been Feather. Hey, we'll stop supporting this browser. Man, it gives a shit. Anyway. Yeah, here she is. Wait a minute, watch this. That might be her. I mean, there was another black cat that looked like a panther, but this one looks like a fluff ball. See how small she is? I mean, Boots got her pregnant when she on her first heat. I think this was her. She would have had her kittens. Then she came by in early June, and I didn't see her kittens till around mid. First one I saw was Onyx. Then I saw Dixie and Paws later on in June. This would be her. Huh. I didn't even realize that shit because there's so much crap going on. So about a few weeks later, she's on the front lawn. And that's her. Little fluff ball. Holy shit. I didn't realize that. And she was getting along with Panda Cat. So they all know each other around here, man. They're the gang. Huh. That's her. Son of a bitch. I didn't even realize this shit till watching this video. This is why you gotta watch my cat videos, man. Let me speed this up a little bit. That's her. Goofball. Yeah, look so wide and fluffy that tail is. She's a little younger there. Come on. Yeah. That's her. She's a little younger there. She's got like a slight mahogany color in there. Goofball. Yeah, you can see for a second on the side of the head, you can see those like fur things sticking out. Like she's got a little bit of that Manx, freaking, I don't know, what do you call that crap? Or Maine Coon. Maine Coon. Yeah, you can see on the side right there. Maybe you can't see it there. Not there on the side there for a second. That's her. That's her. This was about the first time she came over. Huh. Hey. Ah, that's the first time I saw Feather. Panda Cat finally returns after many weeks. That was Feather right here. So she just had her kittens. Damn, man. If I didn't give her that food, she was hungry as shit. None of those kittens would be alive. You know that? And that's something. See what we do on a Confederate cat farm? We're always freaking helping these cats out, right? Anyway, over and out. And yeah, it's something else I just saw right now. That's amazing. That's a little Snooky right there. You can see right here. That's that thing, that fur that sticks out the side. That's definitely her, man. I mean, she's all black cat. It's got the feathered tail, and the fur stick. It's a dead ringer. Who else would it be? And then a few weeks later, she's over here, and then I see Onyx first, and then the other two, Paws and Dixie. Hey, you little sweeties. Anyway, over and out. Have a